Alright, you guys, what's up? Good afternoon. And you guys might be asking me, Amber, why are you at home? You're usually in the dorms during the week. It's Wednesday. Why are you at home? Why aren't you in the dorms? Why aren't you at school? So, my body basically said, fuck you. And yesterday, Sunday night, I slept really shitty, guys. Until Monday, I was like tired all day and just felt off. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys know that feeling that you just feel off. Something's wrong or something's going on. I felt like that. At like 5:25, I went and stopped by the health center when we went to dinner to get some Tylenol because my head had been hurting like all day. And obviously my nurse, she gave me the choice. She goes, do you want Tylenol, Motrin, or your migraine med? Because I do have an emergency migraine med that they keep at the school and then my teachers take it when we go off campus. I said, you know what, let's try Tylenol just because like it feels weird. It's just a headache. Typically Tylenol and ibuprofen and stuff don't work. And typically, so she kind of gave me the Tylenol and then after that, she checked my temperature and I was at 99. Okay, flat 99. And then at 7, I told my friend, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get my meds. I don't usually get them till like 8:30, guys, keep that in mind. But I was tired. I was like, I just want my meds and I want to go lay in my bed and not have to come back to the student health center. So I went in there and I was like, can I please have my meds? I said, I know it's 7 and I usually don't come for them for like another hour and a half, but I just want to go lay in bed. And so she gave me my evening meds and she checked my temperature and I was at 99.1. So it went up 1 point. And mind you, I was outside the whole time. From when she checked my temperature the first time to then when she checked it the second time, pretty much. And so I went and laid down, fell asleep, but then I woke up at like midnight and was up off and on. Like it was not a good night for me. I was up, like I was half awake all night. And so when I went for my morning meds yesterday, the morning nurse, I don't think she put the thermometer in my ear all the way because at first she went to go do my right ear or my left ear, and I always tell them, no, please do my right ear because my hearing aid is in my left ear. And most of them will immediately go for that ear. I have one nurse I have found at my school that goes for that ear because she's left-handed. But so she got like 98. So she was like, you're fine, go to class. When I was so tired and just, I was freezing and I had a headache again yesterday. I slept at breakfast because we go to breakfast around 7:30. I leave at like 7:15, 7:20 for meds. We leave at 8:18 to go to class or work wherever we go. And my friend, she had to wake me up because I was passed out, guys. Passed out. So, yeah. And we went on a field trip yesterday to this Halloween dance. And I just sat there the whole time with my friend. Me and her sat there on the floor. And I felt miserable. And I told my teachers, I said, this field trip is going to make me feel worse. I already feel horrible. The nurses checked my heart rate. I had to go have the nurse check my heart rate before we left because we were going off campus and I've been having heart rate issues. And she was in the middle of like having a meeting. And so, because I was going to ask her to check my temperature because I knew something was off, but I didn't want to bug her anymore. So after she checked my heart rate, I just went back to class and then we left. We got back at like 1:30. And my teacher, he kept asking me if I wanted to go to the student health center, and I was like, no, I'm fine. I'll try to get through it. And it was like 2:55, and I was like, I quit. Can I please go to the student health center? Like, I don't feel good. And he was like, yeah. And then he told me, he goes, take your stuff in case you don't come back to class because it was already pretty much 3 and we get out at 3:30. I went in there. Our evening nurse was already there because she comes in at like 2. And then the daytime, because we have 3 nurses here during the day. We have 3 nurses at school during the day. 1 in the deaf school, blind school, and then 1 in the main student health center. And so the one who's in the student health center, she was there, and then our evening nurse was there. And they already had another student who was laying down on one of the beds back there. But so the evening nurse, she checked my temperature in my right ear, and it was 100.6. So she was like, I'm gonna check the other ear. So I took my hearing aid out. She goes, let's wait a few minutes because checking it right after you take it out can sometimes make it go higher since it's been in your ear all day. So after waiting a few minutes, she checked it and she got 100.6 in that ear too. Now my school, as I told you, I had a very low grade fever Monday. They're not gonna send me home if it's 99 typically. Technically, they don't have to send you home unless it's 100.4 or higher. Now, last month I got sent home because it was 100.2. But the reason for that was I had been at 99 all day. They finally gave me Tylenol because they didn't want to give me Tylenol. But our head RN was like, you know what, go ahead and give Tylenol. She's been going up from like 99.1, 99.4, 99.6. 99.9 all day. So let's give her the Tylenol and check it later once it wears off. And 2 hours later, I was at 100.2. And so that evening nurse was like, yeah, you definitely have a fever without Tylenol since it went up with Tylenol. But so yesterday, since it was 100.6, she was like, I'm going to give you meds for your head because you have a headache. You're already at 100.6. You're going home no matter what. So I'm going to give you meds. And so she gave me Tylenol and called my mom, and I was in there for like an hour and a half waiting for my mom, and I fell asleep on the chairs. She didn't think it was going to be that long, but it was, and so she would have went and made the other bed up, but she also doesn't know what that kid had. But I told her, I was like, that kid that was in there is a student I work one-on-one with. So I really was like, yeah, I don't think it would have mattered, but I fell asleep in those chairs. I was so tired, but today my temperature's been relatively fine. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be going back to school because tomorrow's Halloween, guys. Tomorrow's Halloween and we have a Halloween party in the dorms. So I really want to go to that. So I've been okay today. I slept in till like 8, which is major for me because usually I'm up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I think that the sleep was much needed. I haven't been sleeping good, which I think is affecting my health. But it's something I'm going to bring up to my primary when I go in November. So yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble, guys. I really am not going to have anything else to share today. So that's just this video is I'm homesick. Because I had a fever of 100.6. So please like and comment and subscribe. And also, so this should have been at the beginning of the video, but this is a little bit of an introduction just so you guys all know. Hi, I'm Amber, and I have a rare genetic eye condition called Leber's congenital amaurosis, and I'm just living my life, going with it. It's a degenerative eye condition. So, and then I've got a whole bunch of other problems, hearing loss, and some heart stuff going on, and all the things. So yeah, that's an introduction to me and my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.